What's up to everybody that want to argue about people getting out? So many people watching the news, and if you read and research, it'll be a whole different perspective on what you see on your local news media. So, hey, I'm out. Everybody got a right to believe in what they want to believe in. Everybody has the right to fear what they want to fear. I really wish I could just show you some 5G towers. That's what I need to do. Is just flip my phone and show you all some 5G towers as I'm going to my hometown. And, if you don't want to read and research 5G, then that's cool with me. That's no problem. If you don't want to read and research something that has been newly implemented in your town or your community that has been known. As a matter of fact, 5G is so powerful that up to now, the dangers of it and the health effects was only used in the military because of the health effect factors from it. It was only used for military use. And that was because to give the upper edge or advantage on technological items, especially if we had to go into war. So if you don't understand what 5G is doing, not only to your health, the very basic that a person can do is go on YouTube and look at the people that were protesting 5G towers from being installed in their community. And if you are a person that has a weak immune system, then the radioactive waves from 5G will cause additional and detrimental health issues, just period. And so for people that want to sit at home, I don't even I don't even watch TV like that. So people that's telling me, have you seen the news? No, I have not. Because I'm not a person that watch the news. I'm a person that read and research. And then I go to YouTube University. And find a lot of research and knowledge on YouTube. I don't tune into my local news station. I read CNN. I get the news alerts. I know that Gayle King on CNBC have an interview on YouTube interviewing a lady out of California, a Caucasian lady, who was protesting 5G towers. Let me show you. Let me see, can I flip this right quick while I drive and still be safe? Nope. Who were protesting 5G towers like this one from being installed in her community because of the health effects. So let me be safe before I deal with another pandemic that's bigger than what's going on. So I'm not on my Facebook or my YouTube trying to convince people of anything about the health effects of 5G. If you have it on in your community and on your streets, and you are too lazy to research the health effects of it, then that's you. I'm not going to argue with ignorance. I don't care if my Facebook friend goes from 5,000. I think I've already blocked 20 people. I'm not going to argue with ignorance. Just point blank. And I'm not saying ignorance as in dumb, but ignorance as in lack of knowledge, and you don't want to find out the truth. You don't want to take time to even Google 5G. You don't want to take time to even go to YouTube. I mean, Gayle King did an interview with a lady that was primetime live. And people that are informed know. People that are informed know that Wuhan installed is the leader in 5G technology that was installed in November of 2019. So you have a new radioactive health pandemic on the scene, that these towers were newly installed beginning January of this year, and you're saying that's not it. Okay, fine. Believe these falsified tests. If you do have weak immune system, it will affect you. But if you are of the melanin community and your immune system is not weak, and a lot of people that have been diagnosed with this are really just have pneumonia and flu symptoms. And so, but on my other topic, this is why I want to go live. The more people that I block and unfriend here on Facebook, the more people that want to hear my message about credit and cash flow will be able to see my views anyway. So I have no problem. Actually, I have more people that are sending me friend requests that I haven't even accepted yet, because I'm not going to just accept everybody on my Facebook page as my friend, because I'm not dealing with any foolishness. I'm not going to argue with ignorance. And again, I'm not saying ignorance as in dumb. I'm saying ignorance as in you have not did the research. Why do you have 5G towers in your community and in your neighborhood that have just been recently installed, and you are going to tell me that there are no health effects from strong radioactive waves that until now was only used for military use? Only used for military use. Good afternoon, Mr. J.C. Terry. But y'all, I do want to come before you all. I do have a credit and cash flow message for you. I decided to go live on Facebook simply because, number one, I'm warning people. I'm not going to go back and argue with you. You have a right to your opinion, but you're not going to comment on my page saying that I'm lying about things that I'm researching. Or you're not going to comment on my page that I'm an angry black woman. I am an informed black woman. Know the difference. Know the difference between an angry black woman and an informed black woman. And when people are informed, they do not have to operate in fear. Once again, when people are informed, they do not have to operate in fear. I'm also approaching Terry, Mississippi now, where I hear on Tank Road in Terry, Mississippi is another 5G tower installed in Terry, Mississippi. And so you have all these cases in Copiah County area, and I don't know exactly where the other towers are in the Crystal Springs and Hazelhurst area. But I would think that if radioactive waves cause so many health issues, that people will research about it. Because staying in your house cannot stop the effects of radioactive waves. It's stronger than the walls of your house. So what many Chinese doctors was informing their nurses was to stay full of vitamin C. It's on Midway Road. Oh my God, I wish I could get out the exit now and just show live. It's been so long since I've been in Terry. I'm trying to think where Midway, because I'm on 55 now, JC. And so if Chinese doctors told its nurses to be full of vitamin C and D, and then, people are coming with me talking about, the test proved positive. Don't you know the tests have not even been proven accurate? And just because they are calling it one thing doesn't mean that's what it is. So JC, I know I can take the Terry exit. I can't quite remember how to get on Midway Road, because I promise you, some of these people need to see a 5G tower live. And I definitely would take them and show it to you. If you can, like if I take the Wendell Road exit, if you could talk me through I could put in my GPS Midway Road and definitely do it. Go right when I take. Okay, I'm gonna stay live now. If my internet doesn't stay connected, then that's why. So you talk me to it, because fortunately the interstate is not that it's not that congested right now. It's not that many people out. But I do, and as you talk me through it, to directions, JC, I'm gonna get on my topic, because I'm also, you say I go right when I take the Terry exit. Do I take Wendell or the next Terry exit? Let me see. I'm gonna get off of Wendell Road right now. I should remember this. I mean, I'm a Crystal Spring girl. I don't think this is one. I see a tower, but I don't think that's the updated 5G. It might be. Hold on, let me see. Cause I'm on, let me make sure nobody is getting off the exit behind me. I'm not sure if this is 5G though. Nobody's behind me. I'm in a rural area, so let me see. Hold on. So this is like that one right there. I don't think that's one though. I'm on the Wendell Road exit now. I got somebody behind me, so let me go on this back road. I should see, if I had my GPS, I could just go right to Midway and let people see 5G towers. They don't even recognize what the tower is. They want to be argumentative against me. I'm just trying to help you with your health. Why people, I mean, they're diagnosing people with this that are dying for pneumonia, seriously. Okay, that's not one. People are dying with pneumonia. Hello. And they're saying it's this, and then you have people that's argumentative saying, no, I know someone personally. Oh, I'm in the health and medical field. Have you studied and researched 5G towers? Have you studied and researched? If you're in the health and medical field, you should know. But yeah, I don't think that's one either. So I'm on the Wendell Road exit. This is taking me totally from what I want to go live about. I'm on Wendell Road exit now. But this is what I did want to say. I've been having Credit Church. Nah, that's not one. You're right, it's not one. Now that I'm closer to it. I mean, I'm on the frontage road, JC. I'm on the frontage road right now. But this is what I wanted to say. For the people that are locked in, and for the people that cannot get out, I want you to read the #1 best-selling book on how to get through times like this and prosperity. Is 2 Kings chapter 4. I've been having Credit Church the last two days and been discussing how the widow woman, right, the lady in 2 Kings, one thing that she did after her husband died and she was in bad debt, when Elijah the prophet told her to go borrow, which means go use your creditable name, he told her to go borrow vessels and to borrow as much as she could, right, to get as high credit limit as she could, what it would sound like in 2020. Go borrow. So I have a lot of people that's following me that is getting the highest credit limit they can on their credit cards and preparing in case they lose their jobs and they don't have enough cash in reserves, right, for emergencies. Because during recessions and global depressions, what happens is the banks will lower limits automatically on credit cards. So just like the lady, the widow woman, 2 Kings, the prophet Elijah told when her sons were about to be sold to the creditors for her unpaid debt. And JC, let me show these people what this 5G towers is. So you walk me through it as I'm talking about this. Hello, Joseph. I'm on a rural road. So JC is saying it's on Midway Road. It's one on Midway in Terry, Mississippi. Since people don't know the radio, I mean, you can be in a house and radioactive still is going to, creep through your house. But do I still take vitamin C and vitamin D? I do. Do I still take precautions? I do. But when you know what the source of something is, you don't operate in fear. Because they're even telling you that, why can't I remember what Midway Road is? Okay, JC, I'm at the stop sign on the frontage road by the Texaco gas station. So we're head towards Terry, take the right towards Terry Park. I didn't know Terry had a park. Oh my God, do I need to get near it then? A slight headache. Okay, go towards Terry, take the right to Terry Park, then keep straight to the sign at the end of the road. It's the Terry Park by the Terry Community Center. Midway. Hold on for a second, JC. Why can't I remember where Midway is? Because, JC, I'm passing by the Shell gas oil station in Terry now. I'm probably going in the wrong direction. I hope my Wi-Fi. I can't even. Maybe the subdivision go right. Oh, green. Hold on. Okay, I took a right. Terry Park subdivisions. Where you Terry Brook Road. Am I going the right direction now? Because these people need to see a 5G tower live. And if I get a headache and get sick, keep going. Okay, so let me talk about the widow woman. So she was in a situation like a lot of Americans are, where she was in debt. Her husband had died. So I'm keep going, JC. You taught me through it. And the creditors were about to take her two sons. And the prophet Elijah told her to go borrow, go use your creditable name. And she borrowed among her neighbors. She borrowed among people that knew her. So in that she had a creditable name, right? She had a creditable name. So they were able to extend her credit. And it says in 2 Kings chapter 4, as I'm finding this tower, that she shut the door. She shut the door and she began to fill the vessels. And instead of her sons being sold into slavery as a result of having bad debt, she used her credit. She used her credit, right, to pay off that bad debt. And she shut the door. Instead of her sons working for someone else to help them build their business, her sons worked for her and helped her build a home-based business and a family business. So this is what I'm telling you all. Now is the time for you to, number one, build your credit. Stop using the money that you have in cash reserves and saying that you want to use it to pay down all of your debts. Pay the minimum on your debts. What's going to happen if you don't have cash when the grocery store is stocked back up and you can't afford now, you don't have the money now to go make groceries? JC, I am feeling a little indifferent now. I'm still on this road. I'm already feeling just weird driving back here. Like, I don't want to be back here for long, but I'm just trying to inform some people. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Like I said, everyone has the right to believe in what they want to believe in. When you get to the sign, take a right. Okay. But before you become argumentative with people and comment that they are lying or that I'm an angry black woman, I am an informed black woman about 5G radioactive wave. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Believe me. But you know what? For the people, just like I'm not trying to convince you that you need to build your credit before FICO 10 hits in July. Because if less than 1 out of 4 Americans have $400 in an emergency, what are they going to do if their if unemployment is not approved, if their job is cut, or if their overtime hours are cut? Or just not overtime hours, they're not getting a full 40-hour work week. What is your emergency fund, or what will be your emergency plan or strategy then? Yeah, you can't help everybody, but what you're not going to do is get on my page and call me an angry black woman, which I blocked him. He's blocked already. Or tell me I'm lying. Or telling me, you can't explain to me why. And I'm getting sick as I drive on this road. Oh my God. What is going on back here? I'm going to turn my camera in a minute. You can't tell me why. You know, you just go by what you see the media is saying. You can't even tell me why Elijah and Elijah. Okay, yeah, please study 2 Kings. You can't even tell me why you're seeing now an outburst of more black faces than other races connected with this pandemic. Oh, they showed one person in Chicago. Why do you think they're showing you that if they can't show other races' faces connected with it? And you don't think that these, I mean, you know, it's a lot of people that's really, it's flu and pneumonia. It's really flu and pneumonia. All right, so that's my message for you. If you, okay, JC, I'm at the stop sign now. I see Midway, so you told me to, yeah, feeling like sinus pressure and I'm coughing. Let me read back in my comments. You told me, so I can show these people this 5G towels. They try and convince people to get a vaccine. Exactly. All right, JC, you told me to, when I get to the stop sign, take a right. Okay. So I'm taking a right on Midway, JC. So we're going to see this 5G tower live. You all get a thumbs up and get some hearts and thank JC for doing this. But I want to say this while I'm driving. So JC, I'm taking a right. And just let me know what I should do from here as I take this right turn. But because I'm on my way to Crystal Springs anyway. Hey, Lee Brown. Lee, I did look for The Banker on Netflix. I didn't see it on Netflix. I ended up watching Madam C.J. Walker today. Madam C.J. Walker. But so is that on Netflix? So you all, I'm telling you about 2 Kings and what you need to do to get richer during this recession that we are entering, that we are in. And how if you shut the door and you build your credit, if you are locked in, things you need to do right now. Number one, as we go look at this 5G tower, when I see a white church on the right is near, okay, I'll let you know. So as we go look at this 5G tower, oh, it's on Apple TV. Okay, I need to watch Apple. And stay tuned with me because we're going to look at this 5G tower together and what's causing these radioactive waves and these health issues. And we have all these cases in Copiah County. Like I said, I think I'm at 4,000. I have so many other people waiting to be my Facebook friend. I just haven't friended them yet. JC, I see the water, the South Central Water Association, and I see a white building. I don't think it's a church though. Am I right when I pass the Water Association, JC? Because I did see a white building, but I don't see a white church yet. I'm waiting on JC. So I'm just telling people, if you don't have a credit score right now, Okay, so I keep going straight. If your credit score is low, it can be lower at the end of July. So you add all of this. So while you are shut in, you need to study. You need to get on YouTube University. There are way more educational material on YouTube and Instagram. It's great opportunities. And what you need to do, if you don't have cash reserves, if you're a loss of job or a loss of hours or a loss of some income, just like the widow woman. Okay, JC, I'm passing the white church now. So I don't think anybody's behind me. Is this the tower you're talking about? Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. You know, people. So I'm ready to get out of here though. I was coughing on the way there. This it. Look at all those tubes on there. And this is right here in the rural area. So you can't tell me. Yeah, I was coughing and feeling eerie on the way here. This is in the rural area. So you can't tell me these big cities don't have it. Look at that. JC, I sure appreciate it, but I'm getting out of here. Because I wasn't feeling well driving up here at all. Let me find me a... let me tell you, my head is hurting right now. My head is hurting right now. It was recently put up. And people tell me, come to New Orleans, come to Chicago. Yeah, they got them there too. They got them in the rural area of Mississippi. I know they got them there. It is creepy. So what are you staying in your house going to do to stop these radioactive waves? What is Lysol going to do for that? And I even saw a nurse. And you all need to share this video on your timeline. Like I said, I'm not trying to argue or convince people or anything. I'm getting out of here and going and headed to where I was going. But yeah, some people don't even know. They don't even know. So let me flip it again as I'm passing through here. There's nobody behind me. I'm in a rural area. That's it right there. It's got 1, 2. Look at how big those discs are. It's 4 of them. How big these discs are. I'm glad my internet was able to stay on, and I'm telling you, I felt it driving here. I felt it driving here. I felt the change. And yes, I am going to be strictly vitamin C. I'm getting, this is the white church she was telling me about. Full of cemetery. I'm getting, my grocery list is going to consist of, this is my rural area I'm driving. So let me flip my camera. It's kind of hard for me to do all this with my nails. But, you know, I'm not going to deal with people that's, you got a right to believe in what you want to believe, what you believe in. I believe in what I believe in. But I research and study. You don't. That's the difference. That's the difference. And, you know, just tell people that, well, don't tell them anything, but the very thing that you need to do is to ensure you have plenty of vitamin C and vitamin D. Because one of the things I ask people also is, China, right, is a communist country. A communist country. So why do you think China would be in such a rush? Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to be careful. Thank God I'm on a very rural road and there's not a lot of traffic on here. So thank you so much. China is a communist country, right? Do you think China would be in a rush that's overpopulated? An overpopulated communist country. And I'm telling you, you can feel it. So they are telling you truth about it. It is airborne, and they are right. It is an airborne. And it kills animals. Any airborne animals, it kills. When you see LT on your phone, you can see the density of a tower. Okay. So so all of this stuff is mixed with a little bit of truth, but under misconception. Because airborne animals, whether it's bats or whatever, will be affected by the radioactive waves. That's why in Mississippi, and a health expert brought this to my attention, is that you don't see bees out right now in the vicinity. Okay, I got you, JC. You don't see bees out right now in a highly pollinated season that we're in, because they're all being killed out by these radioactive waves. So that's where some of the thing was, that it came from bats. That could very well have been true, because when the technology was released in Wuhan, over 300 birds were killed within a 48-hour time frame. Wuhan released it first, the 5G first, the towers. Wuhan released it first. And that's when so back to China being a communist country. If China is a communist country and only 5,000 deaths and they are already overpopulated, do you think China would have been in this big of rush to stop this? China already gives a limit on how many children can be born there. With China being overpopulated and feeling like they were overpopulated in communist country, I think they would have said, well, we'll wait till this, really kills out more people in our population before we even try to put it under control. No, they said China built hospitals, brand hospitals from the ground up within 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks. Right? So, you know what, people, I don't try to convince people. I don't try to convince people to get their credit done. But I can tell you, if you call me an angry black lady or you call me a lie, I definitely won't be the person to help you with credit. I tell you that. But, and that's good. That's all good, because it's a whole lot of people that can help you with credit. I just know what I do and how good I am at what I do. So, that's the 5G tower look. But like I said, I really want to go live to share 2 Kings with you, to tell you, because I will upload this on YouTube. And if you are my friend and on YouTube that's in California watching, that's in New York, that's in Florida, any of these states that's really just shut in, Illinois, then what you need to do is do like the lady in 2 Kings. Take time to build your credit and to get a financial literacy education. Get financial literacy. JC said honeybees populations have diminished. Mason bees are still doing well. I can't read it out, JC. Okay, Ms. Bo says she's in California. Trees and flowers to replenish plants that we need for oxygen. Exactly. No bees, no plants, no oxygen. And that's why, JC, if people can also read and research the effects of hyperbaric treatment. And like I said, there are people dying of similar symptoms, but it's pneumonia. In this time, that people, and they're saying is one thing, but it's really pneumonia. So if hyperbaric treatment is really hard to get access, but what hyperbaric treatment does, and if you can get cardio exercise and raise the oxygen flow within your blood through cardio oxygen exercising. Through cardio exercises to increase your oxygenated blood level will help. If you can't get exposure to hyperbaric treatment, which is more pure oxygen because the plants are not being pollinated, and also keep high oxygen plants that produces outrays of oxygen in your home will help as well. Live plants to have the flow of oxygen. And then your vitamin C and vitamin D and other herbs, as well as if you can, I know a lot of gyms are closed down. You're in California. If you can get sauna, but preferably steam sauna treatments. I get the sauna now. It's about 136 degrees in there, just to kill out any virus or type of infection that may be made. So I do sauna now, but if you can get a steam room, that more sauna and oxygen extra levels to your blood will help too. So for all of my people that's fighting against each other and talking about don't get out, well, if I wouldn't have got out today, you wouldn't have saw that 5G tower live. And anybody can look at that thing and tell that it can't be healthy for the earth, the atmosphere, or your community, and nothing else. So, before you someone bite the hand that's trying to feed you or educate you, just do a little research. I promise you, there's so much information about this on YouTube. Get off of CNN where they are connecting faces with this to give you fear, and learn what the source is. And the best vitamin C you can get is from oranges, but if not, get the powder vitamin C, 1,000 milligram vitamin C powder, and mix it with your water, and get you those vitamin D pills that help build your immune system. Now, I really want to come in here and talk about credit. I really did, because I'm still forewarning people as well that not only is your physical health important, but so is your financial health in these time, people, because we are entering a global depression. I would like to tell you that we're not, but all the signs are there. The Dow Jones last month was just at 30,000. Now it's down to 19. And I don't know how true this is, but I heard that President Trump is even going to may close down the stock market to traders. It's so, and the stock market has been so inconsistent that it's been having these quote unquote circuit breaks for 15 minutes. And so people that trade, they get affected because you can easily lose money within that time frame. And I actually have people, I've seen less birds. Yes, that's what I'm telling people. Just look in the air. It's less birds out here around where these towers are. And I hate that I already blocked the people that could have really saw that. But you know what? I'm not dealing with foolishness. I'm not dealing with foolishness. It's a way to communicate anything. Yeah, the people are dying of respiratory pneumonia that's being misdiagnosed. And these tests are inaccurate according to the Wall Street Journal. And they say, I think I read in the LA Times that they were saying that the hospitals were so overwhelmed that they said they was going to stop giving tests anyway until people actually came in with symptoms. Right? And that's why, JC, that it can take up to 2 weeks to go into effect, because the radioactive waves have to work from the outside in. Come on, they're giving you a little truth mixed with some lies. People laugh and know about the flood. It has to penetrate from the outside to your internal, which means breathing up your nostrils and breathing in this air with radioactive waves in the air. That's why it takes 2 weeks. I tell people, when you have flu, pneumonia, or a cold, or any upper respiratory disease, you know that you have that before your doctor do. You don't have to get tested. You know that something is wrong with you. You know that before your doctor does. You go in and tell the doctor, "Hey, doc, give me a Decadron shot because I got another sinus infection. Give me a penicillin." You go in and tell the doctor, "Doc, I think I got the flu. These are my symptoms. I got sore throat." But this right here, it takes time for you to continuously to be breathing in the air of radioactive waves, and that's why it can take up to 2 weeks before the symptoms. And let me tell you, when I was driving there, I felt the change in the air. So if China was eating bats that was infected by this, it was because the bats was flying around when they put the technology out in Wuhan and got affected. Some people say it was another animal, but it was not. It was airborne animal transition. It was not a snake. And so if you see any diagrams, it would tell you, it would show you that breathing that in and airborne. So for any health, getting pure oxygen to the blood and keeping yourself full of vitamin C and D will help. And the melanin in our skin tones in African Americans and blacks also helps with the radioactive wave. But if you have a weak immune system, right? If you have a weak immune system, then you are more susceptible to the effects of the radioactive than people who do not. So that's why I'm telling you to get the vitamin C and D to build up your immune system. I guess I'm going to be the queen of CV after a while because I'm just trying to talk about credit. But, you know, I like helping people in all areas of their lives that I can. I like helping people just in all areas get better. You know, like I was having a discussion today. Why would some people say that they're going to invest in stocks? The Dow Jones probably gonna go as low as 10 to 9,000 right now. It's at 19. You haven't seen the lowest that it can go. So why would you put your money and hold it in a stock market that's so volatile right now and losing 10,000 by a month's time when you don't know if you're gonna have cash in hand to go get water and food? You need to be stacking cash right now. You need to be stacking cash. As much as you can, you need to be building your credit and stacking cash. And you need to invest in physical silver. It's all sold out right now on the internet. They do have some rounds and bullions for sale on eBay. But that's why I have my silver stacking report for $25 for people to invest in as well, because what happens, and I guess I hit my gas too quick. What happens with silver and gold, let me readjust my phone, is that with silver and gold, when currency, printed paper, value goes down, physical that you can hold silver and gold value goes up, because silver, when this loses its purchasing power, right? When a dollar used to be able to buy one loaf of bread for 94 cents in the 1920s, now it takes 3 of these to buy one loaf of bread in 2020. So a lot of people look at it where the prices increase. No, this purchasing power decrease. And more of this that's distributed out, the more of it that's printed out, the lesser purchasing power it has. That's why people are saying, oh, my stimulus, package, I get $1,000, I get $3,000. The more they issue this out to the economy, the less purchasing price it has. Now it may take 4 of these by the time they issue this out in April to purchase 1 loaf of bread, because the grocery stores are not stocked. The grocery stores are not stocked. So now you get your stimulus check, or however way they're going to do it. It may take 4 of these to purchase 1 loaf of bread. 1920 only took 1. So the purchasing power of the dollar every day is being lowered. And because gold and silver is real money, constitutional wise, and by definition, the prices of gold and silver increases. Because in 1971, the dollar became debt. The dollar became debt because it was taken off the gold standard by President Nixon. What that mean was when it was taken off the gold standard, only the amount of gold that was physically stored could produce the amount of the dollars that could be printed. When it was taken off the gold standard, it was free press. And when you distribute more of anything, it loses its value. It loses its value. When anything are more distributed, it loses its value. That's why Rolls Royce only have so many rolling out, right? Because they don't want everybody to be able to afford them. They don't want a wide selection of them rolling out because they don't want to lose the value of their brand. The more these are printed, the more the purchasing power is lost, and the higher the prices of silver and gold becomes, because constitutional silver and gold is real money. So you don't need ETFs. You need to build your credit. You need to build your cash, and you need to stack silver at this time, because during a recession, what's going to happen is by the hour, they will be announcing the prices of gold and silver by the ounces. But the very first thing you need to do is to make sure you have food and water when available. Stack your cash and get your credit score, because you don't know if a job loss or a loss of hours, and you need credit in emergency situations, like the woman in 2 Kings. So this is the time that if you are shut in the house, if you are shut in the house, you need to get out. You need to lock yourself in and start tuning in to financial education and health education information that's going to better you financially and health-wise. But hey, I've reached my destination. I'm where I am, but I'm glad I was on my way down here and I was able to show you all those 5G towers. Take your vitamin C, vitamin D, get your credit, get your cash, and get your silver stacking up. If you want that silver stacking report, go to my website, www.fixmycreditandcash.com. On the first page, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I'll show you how to get that report. All right, let me get in my mom's house. She's cooking.